And welcome to another edition of the ETBU Sportsnet. I'm Adam P. Ledyard here with our national champion bass fishing team head coach Cam Brugger, Kaden Proffitt, and Carson Ragsdale. Coach, first of all, congratulations to every one of you. Let's open up. You talk about what this means for the program, winning this national championship, only the fifth year for the program. Tell us a little bit what that means to you.
Well, number one, to win a tournament's great, but to win a national championship really shows the fishing world, the college fishing world, that ETBU's here, and I feel that we have that we have proven ourselves since we've been a program. In 2019, we were the Southern Conference School of the Year. In 2020, we were School of the Year, National School of the Year. And we won the 2021 Major League Fishing Open on Lake Chickamauga, and then we won the College Classic for the Bass Series, and then obviously now 2022 National Champions. So, looking at our successes over the past years, it really shows that the guys on the team have bought into the vision of what we're trying to accomplish, and to be fishers of men. Our program is grounded on that, and our verse is something that is on the side of our boat, and we want everybody to see that and see what kind of men that are on the ETBU bass fishing team.
Kaden, day one, you guys come in an ounce lead, just an ounce, and you're in first place. Talk about day one and what that meant for you guys, seeing after that first day that you were in first place, but by just an ounce.
Yes, sir. We didn't really have any expectations coming into day one, and just to be able to catch what we caught. I mean, we didn't catch a lot of fish. I know it looks like it from seeing weigh in, seeing the leaderboard. I mean, we were leading by an ounce, but really it was a tough day. We just got the bites that we needed, and so I felt like we were really blessed that day. And it honestly wouldn't have mattered if it was a 1 ounce lead or a 3 pound lead to me. The fact that we were just able to say that we led the first day of the national championship was really cool. And that was just a unbelievable start to the week.
Carson, you go into day two, ounce lead, come back into day two, ounce lead again. How did that day go coming in, and then seeing, you had that ounce lead going into day three? What happened there on day two to kind of keep that lead?
So the morning of day two, we're both sitting in the boat, and we look at each other. We're like, man, we should probably be a little more nervous. We're leading the national championship with an ounce. It's a big deal. This is a big tournament to be leading. So we went out, and we knew we wanted to catch fish. We didn't really have a game plan or a solid pattern that we were running. We just knew that we had to put our heads down and fish. And if you look at the leaderboard, we only had 4 fish on day two. So that's coming in with only 4 fish. You feel like, man, we're going to bump down. And then it ended up going enough for us to be in the lead by an ounce. So, we just kept our head down, and we fished to the last minute trying to get number 5. And we were lucky enough to have enough weight.
Final question. You guys win the national championship day 3, wire to wire. We believe the first team to win every single day. We talked about it's like winning a tournament every single day. All of you just talk about just the moment of winning a national championship and what it meant coming back on that third day, seeing that you guys won, walking up there with your bag of fish, and knowing that you guys were the national champions.
Man, I think day 3, that morning is really when it got real. Or when it became real to us, I guess. Like, we led day 1, and that was awesome to lead day 1 of the national championship. We come back, we're still leading day 2 with only 4 fish, and it gets a little more crazy. Like, wow, we've led the national championship 2 days. But then you get out there on the morning of the final day, doing interviews, having all kinds of cameras in your face, and your boat number 1 going out, and it's like, man, this is real. Like, we have a legitimate shot to win the national championship right here. And it was 20 degrees colder than it had been all week the last morning. The conditions were completely different. We honestly had no clue what was going to happen. We knew that it was possible we could go out there and not catch a fish. And I mean, it was just the same story as the rest of the week. We knew we were going to have to go out there and work hard all day and make something happen. And everything came together, and just it was – words can't really describe it, because I don't know. I never imagined all week that we were catching the kind of fish that it would take to win the national championship, but things just kept falling into place. Every day something fell into place, and it's like there was a crazy story from every day that was like, man, this was really meant to be. That's the only way I know how to describe it.
So day 3, we go out, and we've talked about we had to work hard and put our everything into it and just stay focused. Well, we go out, so we've got 2 camera boats. We've got a guy flying a drone around us. We've got a TV camera in the back of the boat, and so a lot of cameras in our face, and then we'd go on and we don't catch a fish until 11 o'clock on the final day of the national championship. The amount of focus that we had to keep to just say, man, we're going to go out and we're going to work hard and see if we can make this happen and be the first national championship for the program and be able to have this success. We never really thought about it being, like what Kaden was saying, we never thought about it being something that actually could happen. We've always joked about it, but to actually seeing it come together, and we made a lot of in-the-moment decisions of, let's go and try to win this thing, and it all came together.
As a coach, you always get to the point when you're hopeful for your teams to be in contention for a tournament like this, to be in the top 10, to make it to the final day. And these guys know as well as I do the amount of time and effort, finances, and everything that comes into play, over the past 5 years for the program. And seeing what it takes to get to that is something that's not common. It's definitely, like both of them said, everything has to fall in together, and it has to be. I mean, it was meant to be. These guys. Everything had to fall in together. And it was funny on the way there. I was listening to a podcast by Nick Saban, and he was talking about what it takes to win a national championship. And I know different sports, different mentality, but the concept is there. And Nick Saban said that you have to be perfect. And you have to win every day, and for his sake, you have to win every play on the football field. Well, for these guys, you have to win every minute, every hour, quarter hour, however you want to say it. You have to be perfect, and for them to win the first day, win the second day, and then win the third day, that is what it takes to win a national championship. And it's not even just that. These guys put in the time, but I've got me and Coach Thomas. We've both got we've got 14 other guys that are on the team, and these Kaden and Kayson's success is due to the support of their team. And what I mean by support is I mean practicing on lakes around here, honing in their skill. And getting to that point of knowing that I'm a national champion and I'm here to win, and like these guys said, we talk about it in Bible study, we talk about it in our meetings. These guys are here to win a national championship. Well, we've done that, and it's a true testament to their desire and their drive to be a champion, and man, I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be able to coach these guys. And it's not just these guys. We had another team that made the top 10, Jacob Keith and Cannon Bird, and those two guys are just as driven as these guys. Those guys put in the same time. They were up at the same amount of hours. They fished all week, get up at 4 a.m. They're not in till 7 o'clock at night. And, that's impressive, to say the least, with having two teams in the top 10. And, we always look at each other as a team. And I will continue to look at this national championship victory as a team. The trophy doesn't say Kaden or Kason, it says ETBU on it. So,
all right, guys, congratulations on your national championship. Thanks for talking to us here on the ETBU Sportsnet, and we'll talk to you later.